Hello, hello, good evening. My name is Ernest, co-founder of the Profit Room.
And I'm Latoya, co-founder of the Profit Room.
Hope all is well. Hope all is well. We're going live again tonight here on YouTube and Facebook. So make sure you guys share it. Got a great topic to talk about tonight. Um, so just a little bit recap. We've been going live almost every day since uh, April 6th, talking about a new product that we have called Stock Market Stimulus. So we're going to talk about that as well. So if you get a chance, go over to stockmarketstimulus.com. Great program. Just a little bit about the program. It's a stocks and options course that we put together, created for you by people that we were able to teach in live sessions. So during the pandemic in 2020, we decided to do some group classes for those who aren't quite ready yet for our premium courses, because we focus on primarily our premium courses and one-on-one trainings and private mentorship. So we know that people are at home, want to look for ways to pivot. So we created Stock Market Stimulus. It was a great hit. If you haven't done so already, Essence did a great article on us. Because of the results we had with a lot of successful students. And we're going to talk some more about that. But tonight we're going to talk about one of the biggest things that a lot of people have when it comes to trading is that they are afraid of losing money, right? We work hard for our money, however we generate it from work. Maybe we have families to take care of. That's the biggest fear. Latoya, tell us a little bit about that. Were you afraid of losing money? Are you still afraid of losing money? Like
Hmm.
in general, how is that when it comes to like trading and or just investing in period?
That's pretty interesting because I know everyone's different, and I know most people when they think about stock market and they think about approaching the stock market, probably based off of what they heard, they may be afraid to lose money. So initially, when I started, I didn't have a fear of losing money. It was kind of weird for me per se. So I just went in unknowing. To be honest with you, there was no fear. Maybe because I had I call it my crutch. I had my job at the time, so if, in case I did lose money, we're putting it right back into the market in that sense. But however, I believe one of the best ways if people do have a fear of losing money in the market, they have to understand as well that there's something that's called risk management. Being able to mitigate your losses is a true thing, is a real thing. So when you're prepared for the unknown, it makes it so much easier to actually put your dollars into the market because you already have that predefined risk. What about yourself, Ernest? Were you afraid of
Yeah, I
investing?
was absolutely. I was afraid of losing money because it was something new to me. I wasn't used to the market at all. So one of the ways I was trying to trade, I would buy maybe like two shares at a time or like three shares or five shares because I know if I bought a stock, maybe the stock was like $40 or something like that. If I bought three shares, that's not a lot of money because I know at some point, okay, if I lose 100 or $120, it really wouldn't hurt me. And but I know I couldn't grow with that if I wanted to have, generate some great income. So once I started understanding the market, once I started getting the education side, I had less fear. And
Hmm.
the less fear brought me more confidence. And that's when I was like, okay, like you mentioned, there's something called risk management. There's a way that I can protect myself. So if I put in 300, 500, or even 1,000, $2,000, there's a way I can protect that certain amount of capital. So maybe if I'm putting in $1,000 of my capital, I'm not risking 1,000. Maybe I'm only exposing 1,000 and only risking $100 of that 1,000. So if the trade doesn't go right, it'll take me out of the trade and I only lose 100. So that makes my balance $900. So it's
That's
not like I'm risking the
a
whole 1,000.
Yeah, that's an awesome process. That's an awesome thought process, I should say, for you, especially when you started, because not many people think like that, believe it or not. They just, some would have that fear to the point where they wouldn't even start investing for whatever that fear may be, maybe because of losing money. But then there's some other people, they're more aggressive with the thought process, and they don't have that fear of actually losing money, so they kind of approach the markets a little bit irrationally. Like in with my case, it's not that I didn't have knowledge. I had a form of knowledge when I started because I worked in investment banking. So I think that's what helped me get over the fear aspect, just seeing that the money was flowing no matter what. So it's just a matter of learning over time how to mitigate the risk. And you're right, it when you get educated, you become less fearful, right? You're able to definitely put on more size or invest more dollars, whatever it is you may do, because you totally understand the concept when it comes to risk management in the stock market.
Correct. And like I said, at the end of the day, everybody works hard for their money. That's why you have a job, you have bills to take care of. So something that's foreign to you, you're going to feel a little bit, uncomfortable in most cases. I'm talking about in most cases. And that reflects now currently when you see people trading or even investing, because there's still a lot of fear. If you notice, and I always say this a lot, there's a lot of people where they get to a point in trading, they may have been trading for like 2 or 3 years, and you notice that they're still trading small share size, or they're still trading small contracts, right? And they always use that term, well, it was only $120, it was only $300, right? um I was only 2 or 3 contracts, right? That person has never really got to a point where they advance, where they can leverage and put more capital up. And you notice that. I noticed that in a lot of Facebook groups and a lot of posts that people say they are in that comfort zone of trading. Like it's more of like a play zone where every trade that they're in, it won't financially hurt them.
Hmm.
Now, it's not saying that you have to be super risky or anything of that nature, but as a trader, you want to be able to advance. You want to be able to grow and start putting size up. You should be able to be a point at 2,000 shares a trade or 5 or 10 contracts.
I
But if
think
you,
there's stages to it at the same time, right? So,
correct,
like you mentioned, the comfort level, when you're comfortable at a certain stage, perhaps you're just comfortable, you don't want to advance, that could be a roadblock as well. Or perhaps the consistency, because what keeps somebody at the same stage is perhaps they're not seeing consistency. I think once the level of consistency develop, then over time, naturally, you're going to level up on your size because you're consistent within that particular process. So you're like, all right, I know I hit it this time, that time. That's the consistency over time. So it's like, all right, let me throw more money into it. And that's really how you advance and break out your comfort zone. But I think the key is consistency in order for somebody to eventually elevate.
correct. And I would co-sign with that and also add the education,
Mm,
because what I'm saying, what I notice a lot in, when that's why I mentioned people that have been trading about 2 or 3 years, and you see that they're stuck at that same level. There's nothing wrong with that, but the whole goal is to advance as a trader, not to be in the market as long as you want to be, but also to start pulling in some nice, comfortable returns. Even if you do have a job, even if you do have a career and you don't have to trade full time, it's about advancement. And that's what we like to show our students at the Profit Room, to show them a way where, hey, if you know how to trade already, if you're a struggling trader, we can help you advance to the point where you're not afraid or fear of losing money. Because even if you do have a loss, which we like to say controlled losses, you know how to make the money back. And that's
mhm.
one of the biggest things. A lot of people, they don't know how to make the money back. And when you have different market conditions, it can shake you up a little bit and say, you know what, I'm not going to trade now. And The one of the biggest things you'll notice when the market starts to get real funky and get a little choppy, a lot of people start getting quiet. They don't talk about trading no more. Sometimes the groups get a little bit, you know, dead. They start
Yeah.
pivoting, talking about, let's talk about crypto now. Let's talk about credit. Let's talk about things like that, right? Because trading starts to fall off a little bit because of fear,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Yeah,
So,
the fear aspect of it, definitely you see it when the market is not necessarily going up all of the time. I
mhm,
mean, it's been just fortunate for the past, what, 10, 11 years now. We've been on this immense rise as in a bull run. So, I mean, had a little shakeup last year around late February into March, but it was just a little minor shakeup. But just imagine, like 2008, that whole occurrence, that's different, but at the same time you can still control your risk, right? Definitely can control your risk no matter what type of market condition you are in. And that's what we primarily do. We teach people how to control their risk so they're not afraid of when the market goes down. They can just roll with the punches, in other words, and still be able to profit knowing their downside risk.
correct. Yep. Be able to trade any type of market.
Yeah.
So we just want to talk a little bit about this new program we have. It's called Stock Market Stimulus. This is a great program for those who are absolute novice to trading. This is a program that starts you off in the right way, or those who may be struggling as well. If you go over to our YouTube channel, I definitely recommend you go in there and look at some of our student success stories. We have many students from different backgrounds. We're able to put a course together here that allows you to get the basics of understanding stocks and options to the point of being consistently profitable trading. And what makes this program great, this is a limited time program. After April 19th, this program will probably not even be here, period. I'm being honest with you. A lot of people ask for a group program. This program is designed, and we have some bonuses inside of that. The second part, we also have a live training with this program where we're going to have some advanced techniques. This is going to be on May 2nd, right? So our courses are amazing. And we can say that because we have students to back it. But we wanted to do something for the community. This is something brand new that we're putting out there already. We have some people who already joined on the pre launch. That's why it's always great to join and subscribe to the Profit Rooms email list. They got in the program already. They're starting to like the program. They're starting to learn, and that's one of the biggest things. Before you even purchase, ask about us. It's been great opportunities for us at the Profit Room. We've been growing over the past couple of years. Opportunities to be on a Roland Martin show, Fox Soul, um, Essence Magazine, and so many other podcasts where our community has been recognizing Latoya and I for what we're able to do and how we're able to change lives. So, like I mentioned before, this is a limited time offer. April 19th, this course will not be available to the public, which you see right here for the price that we have. This is an amazing program. You're going to get the information that you need in order to be able to trade stocks and options. And but besides that, it's a great time to learn. Real great time to learn. The market's been a little bit choppy, so it's great because now once we start talking about technicals on May 2nd, we're able to put that together, right? And in this program as well, we have so many live trade examples. So what I mean by live trade examples, we are talking about stocks and options before they happen. We're analyzing them before they happen. Then you're actually able to see the results on the after, which is great, which is great. And it's I like this course. It's very warm because it's community based. And once you come into the Facebook group, it's going to be a private Facebook group. Those who are out there, we're going to open it up at the end
Yeah.
of this week. Don't worry about it because we want you to digest a little bit. And there's a reason why it's not open now. We see the requests coming in. Don't worry about it because we want you guys to digest already. The founding members already on the pre-launch. Don't worry, we have your request. We're gonna let you in very, very soon. But as you know, the proper we like to be strategic with things of that nature. So we're excited. So we just wanted to come here tonight and talk about how you can eliminate that fear of trading and investing and losing money, and showing that our risk management is our priority in every course that we provide. So
Correct.
that's all we have to really say tonight. I don't know, Latoya, got any closing
No,
words?
no closing words. Risk management, as always, we preach literally risk management. You don't hear a lot of educators talking about that aspect of trading when it comes to risk money management. It's always about what you could potentially make, but we like listen. Risk money management is extremely important. Those would be my last words, Ernest. I'll leave it at that. Can't wait to see you guys in the program, of course. And with that said, I'll leave you with the last words. What we like to say.
As always, get educated, trade safe, and you guys have a great night.
All
See
right,
you soon.
later.
All right. Good night.